Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I am Councilman Frank Educational Gilmore of Ward F. Today is our, what quarter? Is this the second quarter? This is the third quarter? Oh, wow, we're in the third quarter already, Lord. Third quarter town meeting. Can everyone please just make sure that they sign in? And this meeting is specifically going to focus on youth because we hear a lot of talk about it not being enough programs for youth to participate. I believe that we do need more programs. I also believe that we need to take advantage of the programs that are already available as well. So without further ado, I will introduce the first speaker, who is the Director of the Department of Recreation, Keith Donup. And he's gonna come up here and talk about the different programs we have from the city, how you can sign up and things of that nature. Please ask your questions at the end when each presenter presents. Ask your question, because I would prefer for the presenters to answer the questions versus people asking me what did they say. I know there is a good segment of our following that watch these videos outside of the live broadcast. So we would try to connect your questions to all of the presenters as those questions come in, just by way of housekeeping. If everyone can remain respectable to each of the presenters who's up here speaking, and if we can all talk and speak in an orderly fashion. Also, please make sure you visit Everything Ward F, subscribe to our newsletters, let us know of any new activities that we may have that we're not in the loops and we don't know about. And with that, we will invite Keith up first to do his presentation.
There's a mic there for you, turn it on.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for the
Speak into
invite.
the mic. And then this is for this one.
Deja, can you get your thank you. Anybody have any programs for the younger kids? You got a robot? Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Councilman, thank you for the invite.
Hold it here.
Okay, everybody's gonna teach me how to use the mic.
There you
Thank
go.
you. There we go. My name is Keith Donath, Acting Director of Recreation. I'm here to just tell you about all the different programs that we have. Did you get a question? So we have a lot of different programs going on at Recreation, everywhere from our summer camps to our soccer summer camps, and all of our other camps that happen after 4 o'clock. We have our jobs program, and we have a whole bunch of other small little, what do they call it, get-togethers and camps that we have going on, one-day camps as well. You can see all the programs that's on RecDesk, and that's at jcrec.recdesk.com. And everything is listed on there. So if you go onto that website, or if you're having trouble, you could always call in. But if you go onto that website, there's a list, there's a tab at the top that says programs, and it lists everything that we have going on. At this time, we have our kickball program. We have our youth empowerment program. We have ball hockey. We have our flag football, which is coming up in the spring, but right now we are in the process of, for our Jets football. So we have tryouts going on. We have our new cheerleading program that's going on as well, and that is going to be in correlation with the Jets program. We have our tennis program. We started rugby this year. We also started cricket. We have our summer boxing that has been around for a very long time. And we have 3 different tournaments going on. We have our Hamilton Park tournament, which brings a lot of different teams from all over New Jersey. We have our girls tournament, which is located at Berry Lane. And then we have our JV for our younger kids tournament going on as well. And that one is at Bayside Park. So we try to utilize all of our parks throughout the city. We don't just centralize over at Pershing. We utilize Berry. We utilize Bayside a lot. We've hired, I think, about 300 to 350 kids. I have to check the number for youth programs. So if we didn't have the youth working, it would be really tough to run all these programs. So it starts in Starts in February is where we start telling everybody that that we're going to start interviewing and getting your resume ready for our youth jobs, and then around March we start doing the interviews. What we asked for everybody is to do a resume. I had a lot of pushback 3 or 4 years ago when they said resume. What does a kid have? They don't have a resume. What have they done? But they've done a lot, and you could use your school experience. You could use a lot of different stuff. The good thing about that is they have a resume, right? And then they'll come in and interview with us, which means they get their first interview out of the way. I don't know about if you guys remember your first interview. It was probably one of the toughest things. You're super nervous. When we see these kids for the first time doing their first interview, I usually have to calm them down a lot, saying, hey, listen, this is the best first interview you could have because we're here to help you. We're not here to completely judge you on what we do. Want to make sure you could do the job, but we also want to make sure that this is your first interview. Get it out of the way, check the box, and good to go. Most of the hiring gets done around, I'd say around April. For the hiring process, it takes a little bit because we do have to go through HR and it's regular paperwork, and then we set them up for all jobs. So they work in either of the pools. We have communications, we have cultural affairs, we have all of our different sports programs. I'm missing a whole bunch. We have library jobs as well. And I think that's one area that I would like to really expand for moving forward. That's a good area where we can keep the high school kids engaged, and they're super tired and they go home and they'll wait for the next day to go in there. What else we have? And I can't forget the track program because George would be very upset with me. But we still have our track program. We're bringing home tons of medals all the time. Our football, our Jets, besides having NFL players who have gone through the ranks through there, and Frank, you know that, we spent a lot of time with that program as well. And we also brought home 3 different trophies last year, and we expect to do that again this year. Yeah, I think that's about all the stuff that I have on regular programming. But again, everything is on Rec Desk, but you can also always call the office. We're always there to help. If you can't get in touch with me, I'll talk to you. I have no problem doing that. And yeah, that's what I have.
Steve, can you speak a little bit about the aquatics program?
Aquatics?
Aquatics, yeah, about the scheduling for the pools, the different pools we have.
Yep. Thanks to Frank and James, we now all of our pools are free. We have a whole bunch of so the scheduling for our pools. We have Lafayette that was open on time, Pavonia that opened on time, and our Pershing pools. This is gonna be tough to remember the schedule. The schedule is online, and it's also when you call up, it'll give you the whole schedule for all those guys. But scheduling is, I mean, we are open every day, and I think we changed it from 6 to about 6:30, 7 o'clock each night. We do have, I think, from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock is camp time, so that's when we don't ask you to come there, but everything else is family swim.
Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns as it relates to recreation programs? Do you guys feel comfortable with, navigating Rec Desk or being able to access recreation? Because I believe recreation, man, is so important that, one, the parents know how to navigate, and then 2, because everybody's not tech savvy, for us to be able to have people walk them through the steps. But the onus is on the parent to make sure that they're reaching out to talk about the available services, and then to talk about, the hurdles it takes to make sure the kid get in the program. That's the ultimate goal. Even if your child goes to this summer camp or go to that summer camp, the objective here is really to have all of these programs support one another, because all of these programs are not going to be going on at the same time. All these programs don't offer the same things, but all of these programs have the interest of the kids at heart. And that's what is important, that we have this connectivity mechanism. I know for my kid, he go work out in the morning, then he go to practice, then he take a night, he go take a nap, go practice with the Jets. Next week, he's starting camp down St. Peter's Prep. And you want to make sure the kids is involved in as many things as possible. I don't care if you can dribble a ball or not, send them to the gym. Because I was talking to a parent, I was like, these sports skills, being on a team with someone you may not really like, someone you have different views, but you guys are working for a common goal, and that's to win a championship. So I really believe that we have to do everything we can do as adults and providers to make sure we just have a lot of activities at the youth disposal.
Yeah, and I think communication is super important. So anytime you guys have questions, please call the office. Someone will definitely answer from 8:30 to 4:30. If not, I'll give you my number. I'm usually there a little bit later. We're happy to answer those questions because we want to make sure that everybody is covered for camp. And we have our camp up at Pershing Field. We do bus people from South Side and from West Side over to the camp as well. That one, there is a fee associated with that one, but our soccer camp that we're running at number 7 school, that is a completely free camp, and that is focused on the soccer as well.
Keith, you have a question?
Yeah.
I have a question about the summer youth job.
Mhm.
What would not qualify a child because
So I'm not allowed to do the interviews anymore because everybody qualifies when they get in front of my face. I'm like, okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. So I've been pushed away from doing interviews. There is a scoring sheet that they go through. They write down the answers, and depending on their answers will depend on if they're right for that program. So if someone is applying to be work in the basketball program, but they have no basketball experience, that will kind of push them out, right? But we'll try to find something that they're good for. A lot of what I've noticed is a lot of reasons where more like they end up in summer school. That's another thing. They're not sure if they're going to summer school and they're not able to work the whole summer. But there's a couple of things on there, but usually it's not a big thing.
so you guys expect these teenagers to have experience and
Not experience. That's what I was talking about before.
This is
So
their first job coming in.
yeah, I mean they need to have communication, good communication, be able to be able to talk to the kids. That's a big part of it. And really basic communication, make sure you have the skills and to make sure that you show up on time. And some people you could tell, like, are you late? One of the questions, are you late to school? Are you late to this? And if they say they're late, that's a red flag for us. We can't have, when it comes to the youth and making sure that we put the right kids in the right jobs, we have to make sure that they're going to be responsible for these kids. I can't put it any other way.
And I also think it's a matter of, because so many people apply, right? It's not like
Almost
this year,
almost
this-
1,300 kids
that's what I'm
applied.
saying. So
We did 700
1,300
interviews.
1,300 people for 300 jobs. It's competitive by nature, and then also like you want to put a child in a good situation where they can elevate themselves and excel, right? I mean, I'm all for kids getting jobs, but I'm not just like, don't just do it, just like make it a good fit, right? Because what you don't want to do is, if a kid is not good, and that's the problem that I had running my program. I was like, whoever applied, I mean, we hired everybody, right? And then we had a kid that wasn't good with authority, and one of my supervisors asked him to do something. The next thing I know, I had a broom broken, and we had to have the police come to the thing, right? Because we ignored the red flags that he's not a people's person. He can't work around big groups because we just wanted to make sure he have a job. So the overall objective is to try to put the kid in the best possible environment, and considering the competitive nature of the job.
And to be honest, I do believe that we should have more jobs available.
Oh yes,
Of
definitely.
course, if we can get the 500, 600, 700 kids, that would be fantastic. But also, there's community-based organizations that are always looking for youth, and then we also try to send them over to other places. As John would know, we could only do so much, but also some of the parents push the kids to apply for these jobs, and they really don't want to do it. And those are the hardest ones because we want them to succeed. The parents want the backing is so much there, and it's kind of heartbreaking to see like they definitely don't want to do this, and they are being pushed by somebody else. So they tend not to show up to the interviews, and we have to schedule every single interview. And that's a little bit on the heartbreaking side. But I think as a city, we could definitely create more jobs for sure.
Okay, all right, Keith. Thank you. We appreciate
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Next up is John Robinson for Gotta Go Gaming. Who's John? I seen John.
Right here.
Oh, John's right here, okay. John, like you've been working out lately.
No.
So, did you email it to me?
Yeah, we just sent it. I don't know if it'll make it over though. So
Yeah,
You want me to-
can I go?
Can I plug this into your computer?
oh yeah, sure.
The
sure.
HDMI?
Yeah.
Wait,
You just leave it there.
you have a whole presentation, John?
Well, no, I was just gonna
We're
do it just-
overachievers. We're overachievers.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't know what the format was, y'all. So I'm sorry. But yeah, don't worry. We're gonna start towards the end. All right.
Oh, that's not, there we go.
Yeah. Just start on page 15.
Don't worry, we're gonna skip through. No.
Y'all got your notebooks out? Y'all taking notes? Yeah. John is not
You're being
playing.
facetious. I'm not good with sarcasm. I take everything seriously.
No, go to 15. Go to page 15.
Really?
I take everything seriously.
I do. I don't read sarcasm.
Next one. I'm sorry. Yeah. 16. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is John Robinson. I'm the CEO and the founder of Gotta Go Gaming and also Gotta Go Gaming Hub. Gotta Go Gaming is a mobile video game company. So we're the ones with the large gaming buses, gaming trucks that you may see us around the city. So we've been in existence for about 7 years now. Gotta Go Gaming Hub is the expanded version of that. So that's a 501c3. We're dedicated towards to teaching esports. So not only the gameplay aspect of it, but we want to get teens and youth in a position where they can do tournaments, they can do streaming, they can do a lot of other things. But then also we want to teach the coding, the computer programming, the gaming design, and the gaming development behind it. So we specialize in esports, but then we also focus on STEAM as well, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So that's just a real high level about our program. I'm joined today with our program director, Ms. Jemira Rodriguez, and she's been very instrumental in building out the curriculum that we use. Because when the kids and the youth, they come, it's not just gameplay. Because we have people think of us as Gotta Go Gaming, of course, but Gotta Go Gaming Hub, it's Gotta Go Gaming Hub and SciTech Learning Center. So when kids come, it's not just about gameplay. We want them to come, have a good time, but then also they're learning. For instance, we have a summer program going on right now, and it's ages 8 up to 17 years old. Most of the kids that are there are there's some sort of subsidy that has been that's been helping them so they can actually come. We want to make everything accessible, affordable. We not only want to give them exposure, but we want them to have access to this. So we don't want it to just be a one-off. We want it to be ongoing. That's why we have programs and everything. But the kids have been able to come into our summer program. This is just a real quick example, and I'm going to turn it over to Jemira to talk about our current programs. But a real quick example is within 3 days, we had our kids coding. We had them writing programs. They developed an escape room in the virtual reality world. And then they were able to actually put on the Oculus, which is a virtual reality headset. And they were actually able to go inside of the escape room and manipulate things in the virtual world. And so someone asked, they were like, well, why it didn't take that long for the kids to actually learn something complex like coding and everything. And I said to them, they weren't even focused on the coding. They were focused on whatever they needed to do to put on the virtual reality headset. So we have gaming themes as a learning tool to help to motivate them to learn some of these other complex things that it might normally take a long time to actually learn. So I'm going to give the microphone over to Jemira so that she can actually go through some of our current programs.
Absolutely. Thank you, John. So one thing before we go through the summer camp and what we have at the Hub, I did want to backtrack on the STEAM aspect of Gotta Go Gaming Hub, because as John mentioned, STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. But what we are also teaching our youth through the STEAM curriculum is science, but we're also teaching them strategy. We're teaching them that technology, but we're teaching them teamwork. We're teaching them arts, digital media, but we're also teaching them achievement. They're learning how to achieve, how to persevere and get through the hard times, right? We're also teaching them engineering. Sorry, I skipped the E, so it's STE. We're teaching them engineering, but we're also teaching them empathy. We're teaching them mathematics, but we're also teaching them mindfulness. So when we talk about STEAM education, when we talk about esports, there's so much that's intertwined in that, and that's what we've put together in our summer camp. So in week 1, we did focus on coding. In week 2, we focused on robotics, where they built a solar robot. In week 3 is when we really went into gaming. We did the esports. They had a tournament. It's lots of fun. And then week 4, if we can go to the next slide, mindset and media. They're building their own brand. So not only are we learning STEAM, but we're learning those entrepreneurship skills. We have a workshop coming up, a parent workshop coming up on the 24th, free. Come down to the Hub, 126 Linden Avenue, and learn how to help your children cope with stress, because that's something that's very important to us. So at the Hub, we're not only focusing on youth, we're also focusing on the family aspect, right? So we're going to have those parent workshops. We're going to have real estate for our families, for our youth. We're going to have those entrepreneurship programs as well. Next slide. We're also very excited. We've partnered up with Stacked Up Academy for the first ever Jersey City STEAM conference at the Hub. 2-day, 14 hours of just amazing things going on at the Hub. Hands-on workshops with very, very qualified instructors. So we're super excited about the STEAM conference coming up on August 8th and 9th. Again, we have been able to provide subsidies so that our youth can participate in that conference.
Yep.
Next slide. Next one, we'll go into our current programs. So this is the gaming room at the Hub. So the Hub has a game lounge. It has a VR room. It also has 2 fully functional classrooms. So come down and check us out. We have these esports passes. So if your kiddos need something to do from 4 to 8 p.m., the esports pass will give them all access to the game lounge. So that's available. Next slide, please. We also are building out our esports league. So Steam Force, come check us out. We have a partnership with Urban League and Hudson Partnership CMO. So we built out a specific program for families who have those vouchers. It's called the STEAM Possible Club. They get access to all of our programming. So our Minecraft coding, our Lego workshops that you'll see in a moment. And then we also, like I said, we have our real estate program rolling out as well. This is our Minecraft coding program. At the Hub, we're also going to have different clubs and events. So like I mentioned, we'll have those parent workshops, we'll have those youth workshops, but we're also going to have science tech hubs, hub clubs. So we'll have Lego robotics, we'll have Girls Who Code, our esports team, our innovation lab, our gaming, our coding clubs, and a lot more. We're also going to have the ability for the community to come into the Hub and have different field trips and educational experiences. So you can take your kiddos on a field trip to Africa in our VR room, right? So if you're an educator, definitely reach out to us. We will partner with you to build out those field trips and educational experiences. Monthly workshops for parents, adult learning, financial literacy, our family events. We're going to hold a family event every month. We actually have one coming up, so be on the lookout for that as well. These are our Lego clubs. So we have a club for our young learners, for our 4 to 6 year olds. And then we also have our clubs, the Young Innovators Club. And the goal for these is that they start as clubs at the Hub, and then they're going to go into the Lego robotics competition. So we're actually going to support them to go through that and build out teams there. And then if you want to register, if you need any information, email is info@gottagogaminghub.com. The website is gottagogaminghub.com. Don't forget the hub at the end. And then I'll let John, give it back to John to talk about our block party.
All right. So we have a block party coming up. It is, and one of the things that I don't know if everyone was able to kind of get the hint, but a lot of our programs are either low cost or no cost because we're going through different subsidies. You know, we want to make sure that everything is equitable. We want to give people exposure to a lot of these technologies. So another event that we have coming up is our block party. That's going to be, it's a block party / grand opening. That's going to be August 2nd. It's going to be from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. A lot of the stuff there is going to also be free, like free face painting, balloon sculpting. You know, we're going to have the gaming vehicles out there, so free gaming. We're going to have some board games, and we're just going to have a lot of activities. And of course, we always want to build with community, so we want to make sure that the community comes out. We do have some flyers and everything with us. So if you want to see us afterwards, we have some folders with some flyers with all of our information that we just went over. But also you can check us out on the website. And I'm going to come around to different organizations. Like I was talking with Miss Tina Knowles, and we're going to hand out some flyers to her at her location. And then of course, some of you all have different organizations yourselves. So if you need a stack of flyers, just let us know. I'll be making my rounds tomorrow, and I'll come and give out flyers because we want community involvement. This is a community center. We call it Gotta Go Gaming Hub, but it's a community center. The focus is STEAM and esports, but you know, really the focus, and you know, one of the things that Jemima was talking about is building that community. So we want to make sure that the community comes out, that they have access and exposure to all this stuff. So I think that's about it.
Yes, thank you, John. I just want to publicly say, I'm proud of you, John. I remember when you first had this, which I thought was a crazy vision, you're gonna go get a game truck and put PlayStation systems in it.
You did.
But to see it turn into this, man, is kudos to you for sticking with it, man. That's huge, man. I'll definitely be at the grand opening too.
Any questions?
Yeah, anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Pam, you know John personally. You guys can talk about that all day.
Oh, wait, John, wait, Pam, wait a minute, excuse me. I'm doing my job.
I just want to make sure that people really know, because I'm glad you said that. I'm proud of you as well, John.
Thank you.
And we've been working together through the CMO, the Anti-Violence Coalition, Community Treasures for a very long time.
Yes.
And you have been a great partner who did not have the resources at the time other than your truck, but you were literally offering your truck free for community events or for nonprofits.
Yes.
Like, you know, that means something to us. And also means a lot that you opened your business in the heart of the South Side.
Yes.
Okay, where we need things to do. We need our kids to make sure they're learning and getting educated and really like being able to compete, you know, with other people in different countries, right?
Yes.
This is not just about now and the present, but the future of our children. So thank you so much, Don. I love you.
Thank you, Pam. I love you too.
Yeah, I wanted to say something too, because I really do appreciate John. John, I know in our community for that whole 7 years, he'll park that on Martin Luther King, on Wegman, Monticello, Ocean, right there. He did the hollow. Like he'll just pull up with the food, and them guys loved it. Like even in the rain and in the snow, we was inside of there. So to see that happen, like you said, in our community, it's hard to keep stuff open because we don't have a lot of people support us. So to see, like you said, to keep it pushing and to keep it moving, we do definitely respect it. We all would be there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Anybody on Zoom have any questions, comments, and concerns? Please feel free to use the hand raise icon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well.
It's so good to meet you, and that you're doing this, so making it accessible to the whole community. I just wanted to ask you about, I saw that you had the real estate on there for the children. What was that involved in? I know that there's digital real estate, and is that what you were, is that how you were teaching them?
So, yeah, no, great question. One of the things that we want to do, and actually the person that's going to be running the real estate program, she's right there. Okay. Anyways, Tori, I don't know. Do you want to take this question or you want me to? You got it? This is our real estate person. She's going to be running the program. This is Tori Wallace. She's a licensed real estate agent. She actually was the one that found the building and helped us through the whole transaction. So. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. My fault.
Oh yes, we right here with it. All right, hi guys. Yes, my name is Tori, and I'm originally from Jersey City, born and raised in the West Side area in Virginia. And I had the pleasure of finding 126 Linden Avenue on the market at the time that John was looking for a community center. We were able to close the deal. It was a tough road, but we made it through and we pushed through. And even going through the construction phase of it, it took a lot longer than we expected. But we're here and it's done. We have our C of O. Thanks to this guy right here. He has been amazing in the help of getting that. Like you've been an integral piece in that. He knows I call him like all the time. But yes, as far as to answer your question about the real estate aspect of this, so I'm a realtor. I do free home buying seminars all the time. So we're just going to incorporate that at the hub for not only children, but for adults as well, all ages. If you're a baby and you want to learn about real estate, come and see us. But everybody can learn about it. It is not as complicated as people like to make it seem. And I just want to be able to put this in plain English. We're going to teach you how to get your license. Eventually, we're going to have licensing courses. If you want to be a real estate agent, how to sell your home, because it's not the same as selling your home years ago. Or maybe you have a family home or something like that you thinking about selling or anything like that. If you want to learn the process of that, specifically in New Jersey, I'll be helping out with that. I also am familiar with investing in real estate as well, going through foreclosure, like getting foreclosed homes and things like that, which is very interesting to a lot of people. We have access to everything real estate when it comes to rentals, commercial building, whatever it is you need to know about real estate, we got the answers for it. So all of that's going to be there. We're going to have free programs there as well within that as well.
Tell them about the sign up. We are doing.
We do have signups. Yeah. So if you are interested in the real estate side of it as an adult, you can sign up. All you have to do is scan this QR code up here. You can come, I guess, at the end. We'll leave this up here or whenever. This QR code will be here, and it's just a questionnaire. You're gonna leave your name, number, email, so that we can contact you when those courses are ready. Of course. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
And is it digital real estate also? I know that you're talking about the, real estate, like a home you could live in, but there's also the digital real estate that has been.
That's still developing, exactly. So I'm not familiar with that. However, I know people that are. So there's nothing that we're not open to.
Okay, because it's involved in gaming, so that might be.
Yes, it's very true. I mean, we have the access to the VR headset, so why not? Yes.
That's fine. All right, thank you, John and his crew for Gotta Go Gaming. Next up, we have Kimberly Prince for Jump for Jerry.
Hi, everybody. Yeah,
Right
I
here.
don't have the amazing.
We have a
So it's such a hard act to follow, John. I just have me, and I'm just gonna speak from my heart, right? So through Jump for Jerry, we was founded in 2018. We turned pain into purpose, right? We turned trial into triumph. You know, tragedy happened in 2017. So 2018, Jump for Jerry was born, right? Through Jump for Jerry, we continue to honor Jerry's memory by giving other children an opportunity to build confidence, strong character, and realize their potential as a leader and an active member of society in their community, as Jerry was. So that's our goal. And as a mentor, I feel that a good mentor helps young people navigate through challenges, develop talents, and gain confidence. So through our programs, we have the J4J Jumpers, which is our double dutch team that helps them not only jump in the ropes, but it helps them jumps in and out of life, period. We jump in the books, We have a program called Jump Into Reading through the library that we also have. We for grades K through 6, we offer team building, conflict resolution, tutoring, essay writing, community service. And from grades 7 through high school, we offer resume building, college tours, interview intervention, tutoring, culinary classes, and community service. So we're not just jumping in the Double Dutch roots. We jump through life, period. Like they learn so many life skills coming through our program. And that's my goal. So the Double Dutch team is like our biggest portion of Jump for Jerry, where we compete in different competitions. We compete on an international level, national level. We are 11 times international champions. We're 4 times national champions. The children also get different opportunities to be a part of amazing things. They have opportunity to compete on the Apollo stage. We've competed at the Metropolitan Arts Museum where the Met Gala is. We've also performed there. August 7th, we have a performance at the Lincoln Center. This is our second year doing that big event. We have a show team as well. So the show team go out, they get offered, they did commercials, movies. Our children was in The Perfect Find, the Netflix movie. They met Gabrielle Union, taught her how to jump. Like they get these different type of opportunities coming through our program, whereas we're taking them off the streets. We're keeping them safe. And then we're showing them other things. Yeah, we're showing them things like that's outside of our community. Like letting them see that it don't stop here. It's things out there in the world. Like whatever you want to be, you can be. And they literally get that. They get it. So that's what we're here to offer.
Forget about our Zoom audience.
Oh, okay. Hi, Zoom. Yeah, so that's what we're here to offer. So let's see. Our program goals also, another one of our program goals is also to introduce them into a healthy lifestyle. That's why we chose the sport of Double Dutch, because it shows them a healthy lifestyle. We introduce them into exercising. We provide exercise, improves cardiovascular fitness, promotes healthy eating habits. We encourage teamwork, help develop good sportsmanship. It enhances their coordination, builds their stamina, improves concentration. They take that back at school. It literally helps them improve concentration, increases their flexibility, and it gives them the opportunity to make friends, to become social. Where a lot of our kids, they have trouble becoming social. So you see them with their peers, and basically that's all. Wait, we do have a summer program, so I can say we partner with Healthy JC every summer, and we offer a completely free summer program. And this year, our summer program is from 4 to 7. I chose those hours because there's so many, like you were saying, there's so many programs that's being offered. And I didn't want it to be like during the same times. So, and I wanted to give the kids something else to do. Last year, I noticed that a lot of our participants in our program, they went to summer school. So they came after the fact. So I felt like, okay, let's give them 4 to 7 so we can get the kids. Like once you get them from their summer programs and their summer camps, they're not done. Bring them here now. From 4 to 7, now they got something else to do. Now they can go home, because between 4 to 7, when I walk through the parks, I see so many children out there. And I'm like, come on, they can come with us. So this year, that was my goal, to basically give that time frame so that it can be, we can be open and they can have another alternative once they get out of their summer school or the summer camp of choice. So we're there for that. Let's see, anything else? That's it. I think that's all.
Anybody have,
Somebody just asked, what's your address?
So we're located at the Bethune Center right now, 140 Martin Luther King, the Bethune Center. Yeah.
if you would give them your contact information, how they can get in contact with you guys?
So we have a website, www.jumpforjerry.org, and our Instagram page and our Facebook page is Jump4Jerry. It's Jump4Jerry. So even when www.jump4jerry.org, That's how you can get in touch with us. If you, even the email, jumpforjerry@gmail.com. If you email us, if you contact us through social media, I will be the one responding to you. So please reach out.
Kimberly, I just want to say, just thank you, because you could have easily just tapped out when that tragedy happened. But you said, no, it's still other kids that need to be saved. And that's, you know, we all say that, but it's a hard thing to do considering what happened, man. So, you know, we will always miss Jerry. Just so the record's clear, I didn't want Jerry jumping rope.
Yeah, he gave him a hard time. Don't do that. Because he wasn't the age for basketball yet, but he was almost there, right? So he needed something to do, so he was jumping. But he wanted to be on Frank's basketball team so bad. He wanted to be a fettuccino so bad. So every single time we're practicing in the gym, soon as Frank come walking through that door, he drop the rope, throw the rope, jump out the rope, and run over here. Look, coach, look, I can shoot ball. And I'm looking at him like, you know, we got a competition this weekend, right? Like, why is he like, no, he ain't jumping. He ain't jumping. I finally got you in that rope.
Yes.
Frank would not jump in my rope for so many years. Like, no, I'm not jumping. He finally got it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also would like to say one more announcement. So we do have an event every year called Jerry Day. So Jerry's birthday was October 12th. The city of Jersey City gave us a proclamation granting October 12th to be Jerry Day. So every year we give a huge event. It's normally on the second Saturday of the year. Sometimes Sunday. If October 12th fall on a Sunday, we just do the Sunday. But if not, we'll do that Saturday. So this year it is going to be October 12th on a Sunday. And he's going to be turning 16. So it's going to be a Sweet 16 theme. Every year it's a different theme. So this year is going to be a Sweet 16 team theme. I would love to see everybody. I'm going to be posting on Facebook. So please, I would love to see you all there. Thanks.
All right, thank you. I don't see Quadera. Is someone that was she is? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute, Pam, I have a question. Yes, I was about to ask you about Africa, but I didn't want to mess up.
We have one more question for Jump for Jerry.
Okay.
Address our Zoom too.
Okay, yes. So Jump for Jerry, we did start a project. This was a project that we started here with our jumpers here. We did like a cultural exchange type thing. So we were on Zooms and WhatsApp and video messenger, and we was connecting with youth and young adults from Africa, the country of Guinea. And we used to, message with them, and we was literally teaching them to jump through virtually. We finally got a chance to meet those jumpers. We tried to bring them here for 2 years. It didn't happen. It didn't happen the first year, but the second year we got them here, and we got them to our national championship, which was at Apollo. And those jumpers came second place at national championship. And it was just it was really huge because the youth, the kids, our kids, they got a chance to really cultural exchange with them. They swapped languages, swapped traditions, dance styles, food. Guys, I cook African food now. It's pretty good too. I gotta bring some. But no, seriously, just seeing the cultural exchange and seeing the things that they learn from each other, both groups, it was just amazing. And me witnessing it, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. So that was pretty cool too. So stay tuned for another one. We're working with Senegal now. So you guys will see how it works out. Thanks.
Our next presenter is going to be talking about She Is, which is a females mentoring program.
Yes.
Okay, young lady.
Hello, everyone. Our founder, Quadia, is not here right now. My name is Miss Tamara Wells. I'm the program liaison for She Is, which I'm honored to be at with all the young girls ages 10 to 18. Our program is actually running for the first time a summer camp for our girls, which is amazing for them because we are able to help them engage on self-care and for some reason, our girls want to do a lot of painting. So I love the fact that they paint through their feelings. They get to paint whatever they feel. They get to paint anything. And I wanted us to do something from the heart. So we had got into planting. So for our summer camp, our girls every day get to take care of their plant, see it grow, record it, and things like that. Throughout the whole year, we run a mentoring program, and Mondays and Wednesdays after school from 4 to 7, and every other Saturday from about 9 to 1 p.m. we are with the girls doing a summer program. We offer things like one-on-one mentoring, self-awareness, self-esteem. We also do etiquette class with them. We do field trips like to the library or NJCU or colleges. We do college preps for our teenage girls that are getting ready to graduate from high school. We also do community service. It's a great way for our girls to understand it's always important to give back to the community, reach out to the community, be there for our community, because without our community, we won't have anything. I see a lot of people in here that are partners with us that always help us when we need anything. I met you several times, and I just want to say thank you. It's been a lot of times I needed to get on your bus and cool down or something. So I truly appreciate that. We also focus on, well, our program, our cohorts are like from 10 to 12 weeks. The last one we had was entrepreneurship. So we taught the girls how to make leather bags. So it was supposed to be 10 weeks, but it ran on to like 12. So we are really open into if we need more time or anything like that. And we let our girls give us a lot of input on what they want and what they need, and therefore, and so on. Let me see. Anybody that knows me know I'm behind the scenes. This is not me. I'm always behind the scene working, so just bear with me one moment. So we do a lot of hands-on with the girls. I came to realize that when we are a lot of hands-on in our paperwork, making them feel like we doing school and stuff, it brings a different level of them out to us. A lot of them have all our personal phone numbers. I'm surprised that they be texting me all day long, like, hey, Miss Tamara, how you doing? What you doing? And it's great because they all bond and connect with each other. And we need a lot of that with our young girls in the community. We also focus with them on healthy social media. So we get them to understand, like, this ain't for you on this TikTok or on this Instagram and stuff. So a lot of them come to us and talk to us one-on-one, especially the older girls. Being that we have the girls ages 10 to 17, we separate them. So the girls that we would do from like 10 to 12 would be more like a smiley face course or something like that. And then the teenagers and up are more hands-on, like self-care. Let's understand our body. Let's get to know our body. Let's properly take care of our bodies, while the younger girls are, come on, let's see what works for us at the end of the day. So our curriculum is based on their ages. So that's pretty much it for most of it. You know, we are partnering with CMO for family bonding. This is something new that we're working on with them, and the Jersey City Health is partnered with us for the summer program. Like I said, I'm behind the scenes. I don't really know too much of this stuff. I just know what I got to do and how I got to do it. So, and I thank Quadia for trusting in me with these girls, and even their parents. Like, everything just flows so good with us, and I just thank God for that. We came a long way. We've been doing this since 2016, and a lot of it been us hands-on. What we gonna do? How we gonna do it? Let's figure it out. Oh, okay, we need this, we need that, we're gonna do it. I know we also have a fundraiser coming up, a karaoke fundraiser in August. It would be great if everybody come out and attend it, and let's have a great time and give back. I think it's August 21st. It's on a Thursday. I should know because I create the flyer. So, but I'm doing like a million different things. So, our Facebook is She Is, and our Instagram is She_is_incorporated. So a lot of our stuff, like, y'all be able to go on there and see what we're doing with the young girls, and you'll be able to see what programs we got coming up, what fundraisers we got coming up, and whatever community give backs we have coming up also. That being said, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. I know a lot of people keep hearing CMO. CMO is one of our partnering agencies. It's probably the biggest partnering agency we have that help us incorporate the different wraparound services for the youth. So shout out to my good friend Robin Coleman. She's the chairwoman and CEO of that. Are you in for CMO? Oh, okay. I see y'all here. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna call you up in a little while. I'm glad you're here, y'all. Give him the mic, Lanisha. See him raising his hand. Come on up, come to the front so the people on Zoom can see you, young fella.
I was not prepared to speak, but I'll put myself up here. Can Zoom see me? Okay. Oh, appreciate you. So my name is Makai Fields. A little bit about me. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Represent Brick City. Luckily, Jersey City is becoming my home. I graduated college last year. Been trying to figure out something what I want to do regarding to mental health, regarding to young people. Thank you to Robin for opening up doors for me, and Johnson, he had to leave out. A little bit about CMO. We work with a lot of youth from ages 3 to 21. We work with a lot of youth regarding to mental health services. We work with a lot of youth that deal with, like, say youth is coming in, you might be dealing with like PTSD, regards to anything. We definitely know in the streets of Jersey City, a lot goes on. So just kind of being that anchor and providing that for them. I know we're also working with Chiefs Incorporated. Like I said, work with ages from 3 to 21, with ages with youth that have behavioral issues, mental health challenges. I was not prepared to speak at all, but I'm just kind of flowing off the top of my brain.
Yes. Don't worry about it. You going good. You going good.
So luckily, I've been able to work alongside with Johnson and working alongside Pam. Just kind of trying to revamp the community-based side regarding to Hudson CMO. I was a care manager working kind of regarding towards that, where I was kind of going to people's homes and stuff, meeting with the youth, so not have the opportunity to come to the community side. Towards the end, I will give out flyers, and I definitely want to connect with you towards the end. We definitely do have a lot of good things that's going on at the Cove, which is a community-based side regarding to Hudson CMO. One of the things that we do have coming up is a financial literacy workshop, which is definitely phenomenal. When I'm talking to the youth, the first thing I ask them is, do you like making money? As soon as you say money, their eyes light up like it's like no other. And also, we also offer a free workshop for parents also. Whether it's like building credit, maybe just managing money you have in your bank account, investing and crypto and everything is something that's very new. We're also partnered with JP Morgan, that our community resource director just kind of connected us with. We also have another resource, which is an art resource that's going on currently. I want to give that out to everybody. Like I said, I want to give it to you also. They pretty much come, I believe, every Wednesday, and Pam also works at the Cove, and she can also correct me if I'm wrong. They come every Wednesday working with the youth. Art is one of the major things that they like doing, especially in this generation. Just teaching them emotional regulation is something that we work on at Hudson CMO. It's just trying to help them different ways to cope with it. A lot of people, or a lot of youth in the generation, find different ways to, different coping skills, whether that's smoking and drinking. But we're just trying to find different ways to help them cope with their emotions. And also our care managers are also doing a phenomenal job. I also want to shout them out because they're also out in the community where they're going to people's houses and dealing with them. It's definitely a lot that Hudson CMO that we do. I don't want to take too much of y'all time, but I definitely want to give out you guys flyer. Like I said, I am Makai Fields. I'll be here until the rest of the time. If you have any questions, and also from Hudson Partner CMO. And shout out to our CEO Robin, and shout out to Pam, you also.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, young fella. So with that being said, we will welcome up Pam.
Yes, guys. When y'all do have any information about the community, please send the flyers to us, because Chief Staff and Alicia make sure they give it to me to put it out in the community. I go to the seniors building, I go downtown, I ride around to give out the information. So I'm learning our community get the wrong information by mouth. So I need to show them papers of what we're doing in our community. So please send any information of what you're doing in the community to us, so I can get the regular flyers to put it out in the community. Because a lot of people don't have internet, and a lot of people don't have Facebook and Instagram. By me doing the outreach, I'm learning that. So thank you guys.
Okay. So with that being said, we will welcome up Pam Johnson from the Hudson County Anti-Violence Coalition. No longer Jersey City Anti-Violence Coalition. Hudson County.
No, yeah,
Big thing.
yeah.
And Edward Perkins and John is with us.
Thanks for the shout out, Makai. So I'm here representing a nonprofit that I run, but I also run the community center from the Hudson Partnership CMO, which is at 312, 314 Pacific Avenue. And we're open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., running a summer camp throughout that time and offering activities, workshops, and peer-to-peer mentoring. And the arts lady, she comes in Mondays and Wednesdays. But it's a beautiful program. We've been there. Listen, I think I started as a vendor, then a contractor with the CMO, and then I've had the privilege to run the center for about 6 years. So love the community, the downtown community of Lafayette, and it's been a wonderful asset to the community. So feel free to stop in at any time. My number is public. You can just Google Pam Johnson phone number, it'll come up. Okay, so I am here today as the founder and the executive director of the Anti-Violence Coalition of Hudson County. Frank mentioned it as before, the Jersey City Anti-Violence Coalition movement, which was created by several community members and was a community group that turned into a nonprofit 5 years after we began in 2014. So for the last 4 years, we're thankful to, almost 4 years, thankful to be in a brick and mortar space located at 221 Monticello Avenue. And that was a long time coming because I was tired of using my house as, people would turn themselves in who was wanting for several, high up charges. And that was a little bit, nervous. Frank was like, Pam, you got to stop doing that. You got to stop. Even my son was like, you got to stop. Well, we're an organization basically ran by people born and raised in Jersey City. And we started this, I am a gun violence survivor. I was shot several times 22 years ago on Morton Place. And so ever since then, I tried to bring awareness to gun violence just in my community mainly. I'm a graduate from St. Peter's College at the time, now a university, and I also hold my master's from there as well. And just bring awareness in the educational institutions, whether elementary schools, high schools, or colleges, about the dangers and about the concentration of violence in certain areas. Trying to make sure that we are not neglecting those neighborhoods that unfortunately are still neglected to this day since we started this organization many years ago. There is a lack of investment in certain areas, and there is also a concentration of violence in those same areas. And so, we're here to make sure that we spread awareness about that, keep that lifted up and whenever we're talking at city council meetings or at meetings in general, and making sure that we're doing the grant writing. Well, we do the grant writing because we can't afford a grant writer, but we've been lucky to obtain grants that have been able to sustain us. Are we fully funded? We are not, because we can hire more people if we were fully funded. However, we are thankful for the funding that we do have from the state of New Jersey. And the OAG's office, after us advocating for them to put money into the budget for violence prevention, they did that in 2021. And so this is how we're able to afford our brick and mortar. We have a staff of 9, able to provide resources free to everyone in the community. So no one has to pay for this. This is paid for through state funding. And, we offer various programs. I'm going to start, because I don't know if John, he has an injury to his leg, and I don't want him to be standing up here too long. But John Palladino, who I met 3 years ago, I think? 4 years ago, yeah. He introduced to me through a community organization. And we started a career building services program through one of those state grants. And we've been running it for 4 years. And so what John is our OSHA trainer, and he's going to tell you a little bit about that program. And I just want to let you know that it is from 16 and up. So we do service the youth and adults in that program.
Thank you, John. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm John Palladino. My company name is Safety for Safety, and I'm affiliated with Pam's Anti-Violence Coalition. So when Pam and I sat down in the beginning, what we did was we wanted to come up with a program because not everybody wants to go to college. And sometimes people want to work in the trades. I myself used to build the high rises in the city, but then once I figured out that a pen was a lot lighter than a hammer, I became a trainer. And I started doing the trainings and, getting stuff like that underway. So what we do at the program is I put together a program because I know what people need to be valuable in the industry. And what we want to do is give them the industry recognized credentials that they need so they can go out and get a good paying job that comes with other things attached to it. So I have some union opportunities that I bring to the table for the guys and the young ladies, whoever chooses to come. And what we do is I give them an OSHA card, a SST card, which is a site safety training card that you need to work in New York City. So we're also making them geographically viable. They're not just stuck in New Jersey. They can go into the city and work also. And then what I did was we bolstered their resume by giving them a flagger's card and also a scaffolding card. Because inevitably what happens is most jobs, when they're done, they start to dwindle the crew down about 3/4 of the way through the job. So what we want to do is we want to have people that have the credentials so that they get longevity on the job. And then longevity equates to more fazul, the money.
All right.
So the longer you're on a job, the more money you're going to make. Because remember, in the construction industry, there's only a certain amount of hours that are built into every job. You need to get them all. So having the extra credentials, that makes you more valuable to your boss and it allows you to be on a job. But we're also teaching these young ladies and men how to be responsible for themselves, how to be on time, how to dress appropriately, how to not take things so personally. Because on a job site, you're going to have people yelling at you, screaming, using profanity. So I try to let them be aware of all these things that are going to happen so that they know not to go there and, let it roll off your shoulder. You're there to make the money, not anything else, So we put this whole program together, and I have a school in Union City, so when our classes are a little too big, we don't do it on Monticello, we'll do it in Union City. So we're available here to help everybody. Anybody's welcome, and like Pam said, everything is for free. This class, when I teach it outside of this, is in upwards of $1,500. So the credentials these guys are getting are industry recognized and they're valuable. So with that being said, thank you very much. And here's Edward. Here's Pam.
Thank you, John. I did want to let you, please rest your leg, John. So I also want to say that, John, so we are located on Monticello, and that's where we run the smaller classes with maybe no more than less than if it's like a dozen, right? And then John has a bigger space in Union City. But what I want you to know is I want people like Union City. So we provide transportation through Ubers. That is written into our budget, Ubers or Lyft. We also have a 10-passenger seater Sprinter that Edward drives. And
school is only a half a block away from the train.
Exactly.
No excuse.
Yes, so exactly. So we provide transportation. It's close to mass transit. And so we try to make sure that we don't see any barriers. So there's no barriers, not that you can't make it to class. We also give them cell phones. If you have so some people, we lose them because by the time they signed up for the program, if John's in the middle of running a class, and maybe by the time we contact them and get them off the waiting list, their phone is no longer in service because they couldn't pay the bill. So once you're in our program for about a week or two, we give you a cell phone. We tell you that, you have to give it back at the end of the program. But then if you finish the program in good standing, we give it to you. We don't pay the bill anymore, though, but we give it to you.
One last thing real quick is something else that I'm proud of that we've done. In the beginning, when we started, we were having trouble with kids coming from certain areas that couldn't be around each other.
Yes.
So what we did was we sat down with some people in neighborhoods, because I know a lot of people.
The outreach person.
A lot of people out in the street.
Yes.
And what we did was we made everybody make a truce.
Yes, you did. Yep.
So when you show up over here, all that nonsense is put to the
That's
side,
right, yeah,
because
that's
the
right.
only thing we're all trying to accomplish is to make money.
That's it.
So I don't care what your affiliation is. When you come to the classroom, we're all here respectful to one another. It's a 7-day thing. We're in and out, and everybody's peaceful. It's been working out very well.
It really has. It's a great program. It really has.
There is a question on chat for information about the program. Do you have a flyer for that one specifically?
So it's on the website, which is behind us. But I do have a flyer that I will make sure I send to Councilman Gilmore, his team, to make sure that Tina is sharing that flyer with the public. But you can also follow us on social media. Our Facebook page is still the old name of our coalition, Jersey City Anti-Violence Coalition Movement, and our Instagram and our just Instagram is the Anti-Violence Coalition Hudson County. But you can also always follow my page, Pamela Nicole Johnson. I'm probably the only person who uses their whole full name as their social media name. My kids said I'm old. I don't even understand what's going on. So Edward Perkins is actually the first person I hired, and he's been with us since then. If you cry, I'm gonna get you. Edward, I met in the community. We do an annual unity walk where we march down MLK Drive on purpose with a purpose to show that MLK Drive at one time was a thriving, corridor. And we want to make sure that we take pride and pay homage to Dr. King and show folks that even though we have ills happening on MLK, it is very important to us as families, and it is very important to us as an organization. Edward Perkins is a case manager on the program that John just talked about, which is the Career Building Services Program. But he's here to talk about, we have a partnership with Jersey City Medical Center, which is about as long as this program with the Career Building Services. We had it about 3-4 years. And hopefully we'll get it next year so we can continue offering the services. And so that is partnering with the medical center. So when victims of violence come in the hospital, and once they're stable, we're called to support them at the bedside. Try to curb or decrease retaliation, try to get to them before they can think about what to do next, and keep them in great spirits. Edward has been the case manager of that program since the inception of that program, and he is very well respected, and he loves the clients, and they love him. So I want him to speak about that.
Thank you very much, Pam. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Edward Perkins, and as a member of the Anti-Violence Coalition, I'm just so pleased where I am personally in my life right now because the work is so very rewarding. When I came to Pam before becoming an actual member of the Violence Coalition, I came to her naked. I had hit rock bottom. I lost my partner, and at that time, when I lost my partner, I had nothing. And I didn't know of any real avenues in the city or anything that was established where I can go to turn to for help, for assistance, with job resources, with housing, and even with mental health support. And I was lucky enough to know Pam, and I knew Pam was in our community, and I knew Pam was also resourceful. So I called Pam crying, and I was like, Pam, I need you. And she said, I'm available right now. What do you need? I'm here now. And I said, well, I can't talk to you over the phone, Pam. I got to see you in person. She was like, you got to see me in person? I'm like, yeah. She's like, all right, well, I'm here. So I ran down to her in tears and everything. And, I said, Pam, I just need some help. And Pam said to me, I have a job for you. So that's the job that she's referring to. And she brought me into her circle. And it was just me and her. And since then, sky's the limit.
Okay.
And, like Pam said, violence is concentrated in certain areas more than others. And I am a product of that. Violence being concentrated in more areas than others, or being here from Jersey City, from Duncan Projects. I grew up in a family that was abandoned. There was domestic violence. There was gun violence. There was everything you can imagine in one of our projects. And so early on, my family had a case with DYFS, the Division of Youth and Family Services. And caseworkers for me, as early as this, were angels. So I had always wanted to be a social worker, so that's what the coalition and Pam's organization has done for me. That's why the work is so rewarding. So with the hospital, through the grants, we help service many victims of gun violence in our community, if you can imagine or not. And in the worst cases, the victims are lost. And we deal with those families. So we try to connect each and everybody with services that are already established. Okay, and many families need support with mental health. You can imagine the grief that families go through, and that never ends. But I'm always happy to do that. And then also too, our state has just recently guaranteed services to victims that can provide supporting documentations for their claims. In the worst cases, like you can receive assistance with funeral expenses. Oftentimes, victims of violence need help with relocation support and moving to new areas, to start a new beginning, to start fresh safely. And the state also affords that. So that's my job, to help connect victims with resources for relocation support, to help them fill out applications like that. You can imagine what we get in the organization. I'm ready to help with referrals for substance abuse. The organization also too, we've stepped foot inside of our public schools. So working with the youth is so very rewarding. I can remember, having someone see me for who I truly am, having someone talk to me, having someone be there, just to see if there was anything that I need. And so as a case manager, I also work in that capacity too. So I could go on and on, but I'll stop. Please, if you know of any victims, domestic violence rates are high in our community. If you know of any victims that might need services, that might need guidance or support, going down that healing journey, please refer them to us. And lastly, let me just say the coalition also is into advocacy. The coalition is a part of a statewide organization with like Patterson groups where violence is concentrated the most across our state. North, Patterson, and Trenton. And in part of these groups, we spend time on advocacy, going to our government officials, local, state, and federal, and just demanding resources for our communities to help bring about change, So again, the work is so rewarding, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Edward. I'm glad he got through without crying, but thank you.
Oh, we have a question.
Queen.
1 minute. I want to say one thing too. You want to say something?
She crying.
Yeah. E and Pam, y'all definitely true in the game with that, because y'all know constantly I always call. As again, I am the outreach for Jersey City, so anything come with gun violence or domestic violence, I constantly get domestic violence. And I say that when I go to the meeting on Wednesday, that I call y'all because no one want to dial a 186 number. They want to feel somebody. I tell them about that 211 number. Ain't nobody want to hear that. They want to hear real people that went through real stuff. So I say that constantly, that I call y'all because our community do cry out for domestic violence a lot and for gunshot victims. So I really appreciate y'all for doing that. And I'm still on the team. I might not be getting
always will be on the team, baby. Okay, we don't play that. You always on the team, Mama.
Hi, it's not a question. I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you guys do in the community. We love you. We call you guys all the time. Whether it's something personally, I call you.
Yes.
Or whether it's for the organization, we call you. Yeah. And just recently, we took 33 jumpers to World Championship in South Carolina. Yes, we did. We came back World Champion. And that's right. But I say that to say you helped us a lot. You donated your van. That was huge for us. And not only your van, your driver. That's our driver. We love you, Edward. We love you. So we appreciate that, just like Frank donated his van plenty of times to us. Yeah. We appreciate that. And I wanted to give you your flowers and I forgot about it. You donate your game bus to us for hours every day. We love you so much. Thank you. And you, Coach K, you reach out to us for the book bag drives. We always there. Thank you so much. So I just love, the energy in the room.
Everything.
The love. I feel the love in the room. Yes. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Pam, we love you. Thank you.
I love you too. And I needed that because my cup gets depleted every day. Every day, whether it's on this level or the community level or whatever. So thank you. That filled it up, baby. So thank you so much. On top of with this program, we also have a trauma recovery center that's located where the old Greenville Hospital is, that provides therapeutic services for free for victims of violence. So if anyone needs that service, we do have that offered in the community. And we also, the coalition outside of that grant offers therapeutic services where we pay therapists to come in and run individual or group sessions with our clients. So on top of those grants, we're called for so many things. I want to wrap it up. But we're called for so many things. So there are services that we don't have money to pay for. They call us from different schools, community schools, ask us to come. Nobody's getting paid to go down to PS 34 or PS 15, but we going, or Lincoln or Snyder, but we going. Can't bill it to a grant, right? We don't get paid to show up to crime scenes or when gunshots are fired or, to sit with a grieving mom to be in their house, outside of the grant, right? We are extra offering of services and time, our time. I get a lot of, I want to say disappointment from my kids. They love what I do, but when I started this, they were a young adult and a teenager now, 33 and 27. And I have grandkids now, so a lot of that time is taken from my own family. But I explained to them, like, this is what we have to do as a community. When I was shot, there was nothing. There was nothing, and so there was my family, right, who took care of me very well once I came home from the hospital, but there was no services, there was the BCCO app that Edward was talking about that relocates families, that will give you compensation, although nothing can bring your loved one back, right? But if you're still here with us above ground, they will pay for your medical expense. If you have to go from work, they will pay for, lost wages. That wasn't happening. So to be able to connect people to that, and actually, we don't even say call this number. We're gonna sit you down and do it with you.
That's right.
Okay? We're not gonna send you anywhere. You go there and they turn you away because they're full to capacity. They don't have any room. They no longer have that program. We check with them to make sure they're still up and running before we send somebody through their doors, because no one wants to be turned away, especially people who are vulnerable and victims of violence. And so we try to make sure they're not further victimized by the systems that are supposed to help us. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Pam. Next up, we have the Boys and Girls Club of Hudson County, or I should say Boys and Girls Clubs of Hudson County. Greg?
A few of us.
Oh, okay.
It's a few of us.
Come on down.
Okay, now.
Thank you. Too many things.
Hi, my name is Jordan Thomas. I'm the unit director of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Jersey City. I'm joined by two of my colleagues, Gary Swersler and LaDacia Buford. Together, our team comes together to provide young people with, in Jersey City, a safe space to grow, learn, and lead. Right now, we are deep into our 2025 summer camp with our Rising Stars and middle school programs built around the theme of Imaginary and Build Your World. This theme wasn't chosen for fun, but it was created to help our members tap into their imagination, strengthen their critical thinking, and realize that they have the power to shape their own future and environment. We serve over 200 youth from pre-K to 8th grade in our Rising Stars and middle school program, as well as about 50 plus teenagers a day. We operate Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6 p.m. We also have bus transportation to support working families and ensure access to our program. Throughout the week, youth rotate through engaging hands-on classes like STEM, nature and eco education, visual arts, dance, music, fashion, identity design, digital media, content creation, improv and pop culture communication, civics and world design. Civics and world design especially is something that we are passionate about because it's helping you understand how society functions and how they can be agents of change, which is something that we are trying to inspire within them. We also have summer brain gain, which is something that helps combat summer learning loss, as well as character development and healthy habits. We try to get them out of the building as much as possible on different trips, taking them to the beach, Liberty Science Center, skating rinks, Funplex, all sorts of different things that we can do. I'm going to let LaDacia and Gary talk about our team program, but then a couple more things that I want to add.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Again, my name is LaDacia Buford. I'm the College and Career Coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Hudson County, and I deal specifically with our teen population. We have hired over 25 youth for the summer. They also go through a resume process, as well as interview. I do a 3-day resume and interview prep where they can build their resume, and I work with them to complete the resume and put it together so they can use it for the interview as well at Boys and Girls Club and outside. So they have that as a resource to go along with them. Our team program is completely free. You don't pay for anything. It ranges from 13 all the way to 19 years old. We are in the schools all year round. I'm personally there all the time in Lincoln, Snyder. I'm a Lincoln alum, so you know. Lincoln, Snyder, Dickinson, Ferris, I create innovation, university, all the charter high schools, empowerment, and we partner with organizations for business as well as extracurricular activities for the kids to do things. They're exposed to things as far as building resumes, career, workforce development, where we partner with different organizations throughout the city that they get to intern. We have 2 people interning at Foley and Lautner, which is one of the top law firms in the country, that they will be getting a paid internship, but they make probably $25 an hour and they work a full shift. Our youth that is working with us, their pay rate ranges from $21 to $15 to $21 an hour, and they work Monday through Friday. Our program we work with tech. I'll let Gary talk more about the tech side of our team program, but our passion at Boys and Girls Club, we want to empower them and expose them to the opportunities that they don't know that they have. And I will be reaching out to a few of you because I did hear some great resources that our people that have graduated, because we do have a lot of youth that has went through and matriculated through Jersey City Public Schools and are now ready for the workforce. And like you said, they don't all want to go to college. They want to enter the workforce, and we want to make sure that we empower them with the skills that they need in order to thrive and move forward in life. But most of our people who come back to Boys and Girls Club, they work with us. We still hire them as youth counselors, peer leaders, group leaders, and instructors. So we want to make sure that we are doing our due diligence in the community because we do work with the kids that we serve are from Curry's Woods all the way downtown. We are located 225 Morris Boulevard. That is downtown. So a lot of people that are familiar with the Boys and Girls Club are familiar with our location that used to be on Grand Street. We are no longer there. That building is gone, but we have a brand new facility. Well, not brand new. We've been there a while. We've been there a while now, but our facility is still there. Like I said, 225 Morris Boulevard. We still have basketball. I know a lot of people still ask, do they still play basketball? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, open gym. Our basketball program for the summer is for 4 all the way to 12. And we operate in Lincoln Park, Washington Park, and Mercer Park?
No, Hoboken.
Hoboken. So we serve, all of our leagues are there. It is free of charge. They don't pay anything. We don't ask for the, I'm sorry?
So it's 4 to 8 p.m. It's 4 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Yes, so 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday for the summer program. There also will be, right now our teens are knee deep. We are week 5. Let's clap it up for week 5. Week 5 of summer camp. Our summer camp started June 23rd and we run all the way to August 15th. They give us 2 weeks off, y'all. Only 2 weeks, and we back into it with after-school programming. Exactly. So we would love for you guys definitely stop by. I know some people still don't know if the Boys and Girls Club is operating. We are fully functional. We are there every single day, and we are there for your kids. We support them. We love on them. We feed them every day. Like I said, they don't pay for food. A lot of the programs and the different extracurricular activities that we offer them, we do not charge. It is free of charge, especially the teens. The teens don't pay for anything. And they go to trips. I'm sorry. They go on trips. They go, like we go to the Met every summer. They go to the pool every week. They go to the beach. We got a beach trip Friday. Pray for me. For y'all, I know y'all teens. Y'all know how they act. But yes, they go to the beach. We go this month, next month, we're going to the Jets training camp for Jets Fest. It is completely free. We go on college tours. Just last year we went to Boston. We went to Tufts, MIT, and one more. Not Harvard. Harvard was giving me a hard time, but I got them this year. But we went to a Columbia and Harvard basketball game. Like we try to work really hard to make sure that our kids are exposed to so much, because I personally feel that exposure is important, because if they don't know if it's in their reach, then they won't reach for it. Okay, so again, I'll pass it over to Gary, who does all of our tech stuff. We love everything that you do at Boys and Girls Club, and he helps us tremendously, and he's with the team, so y'all know how they are. We love them.
Yes, we do. And actually, and this morning we went to the pool. They had a great time, although they were complaining how cold it was. Nothing's ever right. And then this afternoon, the kids all handed out where people would have vouchers for packages from Feed the Children.
Yes.
And I don't know, there must have been 20 pallets of boxes in front of the club, and they were all complaining, why do we have to go downstairs? Why can't we just sit here? Then they were all sitting there watching everybody else. You know, some of the kids go right into it. And then even the kids who were the hardest ones to get to do anything actually helped. So, and there were a few who they're going to be sore tomorrow. No lie. I wish I had the pictures that I took because it was great.
They'll be on the website soon. Yes.
But I mean, like Ladisha was saying, the main thing is to try to inspire them, to get them to be creative and to, think around problems, how to solve problems, because that's what you do in any job, and every moment of your life is you're solving some kind of issue, whether you're driving around traffic or you're fixing a computer or something. So you have to expose them to different things. I myself am interested in how everything works, and I will take anything apart, even if I probably shouldn't. And we're gonna look at Ladisha's car, because there's a part that we might be able to fix. There's a little thing setting off a sensor in the car, so we're gonna see if we can fix
Talking
it.
about business,
And we're gonna do that, so that's probably something I probably shouldn't touch. We'll find out later. But yeah, the inspiration to be creative and to, have different skills that they can apply in different areas and try to connect things. And I find one of the best ways of getting through them, I kind of individually go and I find out what they, I sit with them and talk with them and what they like and stuff, because you have to kind of pull the things out of them. Then you find out that they, are great musicians. And we have a great musician, and I just found out 2 months ago, his father works for one of the most, for Lockheed Martin, which is an aerospace company. And it's really wild, and you don't know these things, and how, one kid is amazing in graphic art. They just all have such different talents that, you have to kind of pull it out, because they don't really always tell you what's going on. But then to try to, get them to do, I'm always harassing them to, when you're going to do that thing with your, your artwork, whatever. And, but it's, it's all the thing. We try to have varied. I try to get them into, using cameras, and, certain kids want to take things apart like I like, and we have old computers and things, but just to get them excited about learning, and they still want to play Roblox all day, but, we get them to do some other stuff once in a while, and, I have a whole lot of fun with them. So.
Last thing, I know they'll probably kill me if I don't mention some of the stuff that we run daily. We run financial literacy every week. We run Career Launch, which is a program that exposes them to different careers, and a program also Diplomas to Degrees, which is the transition from high school to college. And if that is their career path, if college, what are the options for them? As well as Smart Girls, Passports to Manhood. We do a lot of STEM. Gary's being very modest. We do coding. They do robotics. They do, what am I missing? Another one? Photography. Yes, photography, and working with drones and a lot of different opportunities. And we partner with so many different organizations where if we can't be anything, we want to be a resource for our kids.
And the last thing that I just want to add, we do have after-school programs coming up. Our after-school program enrollment will open on June 28th. I want to say that, July 28th. It will open up, which is a couple of days just before the Urban League cutoff for new parents. So for all new parents who need to register for after-school programs or are trying to get Urban League, please go to Urban League before the 31st of July. Okay. Our after-school program is going to start on September 4th. We do have bus transportation for that as well. We pick up from many of the schools in Jersey City, as well as drop-offs as well.
We drop off all of these places. That's why I'm holding this up. We drop off. The first stop is school. That's school pickups. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, so we pick up at 22 school and all the way down to Kennedy Boulevard and Harrison, all the way down to Duncan Avenue and Montgomery Street.
Yes, we are all over. And for any contact, if you'd like to contact us, our website is up right now, vgcac.org. You can go there for information. You can go there for contacting and also to register as well. Any questions that you guys have, you guys can feel free to contact us.
Yes. Music studio. Yes. I'm sorry. See, thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. We do have a full music studio where our kids record and create their own music as well. I'm sorry. We do offer a music studio for our teen population and it's not just like, it's a real studio where they have instruments. It's a piano, guitars, drums, and not an entire board, but where they can record their music and edit the music. And it's some really great artists. I will tell you guys, and some of you probably, if your kids have, he's been making his way through the charter schools in reference to talent shows. He is absolutely amazing. Just to name a few. Another student has completely learned how to play the guitar, how to play the piano, and they found their passion. They're like, no, Ms. Daisha, this is what I want to do. I'm setting this on fire. Like I'm the next Kanye West. I'm like, you sure you want to be Kanye West? But no, I mean, it is real talent, and not just singing, rapping, poetry, everything. The sky is completely the limit. And we do thank a lot of our partners that we work with that donate, and whether it be instruments or funding or anything, or even their time. A lot of the people that come to help them donate their time, and they're not paid for their time. So, yes, thank you, Pam. Any other questions? Yes.
So I have a question. Did you say that you had a basketball summer camp for ages 4 to 12? Was it ages 4 to 12?
All right, so it's really 5 and up. It's by grade level. So they have the academic level, which is 5th grade and under, and then
they're broken up into groups.
Grammar level, which is 8th grade and under, and then a smaller group that's under that. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, and only due to time, because we have 5 more presenters and we only have 15 minutes left. So if you can hold your questions for the end, just so we can get everybody presented. We're gonna have Urban League come up because Urban League was mentioned, and I know you had an Urban League question. This is Lamont with Urban League. He'll be presenting, and then quickly next we'll have Culture Creatives, STEM Kids New Jersey, and then Connected Vine. So stay tuned.
Hi, I'll be very brief because I just got back from a field trip with the kids from my summer camp, and I am tired. I plan to go home and change. We'll both be back at 5 o'clock, but we didn't make it. But that's a different story. But in reference to summer camp for the parents, if you're looking for summer camp or something for your children to do for the summer, don't wait till the last week of school or wait till school is out. By then, most of the camps or most of the good camps are full, or most of the free camps are full. You have to start looking in April to start getting your kids to summer camp. But in reference to Urban League, many people know Urban League for a child subsidy, so that's what I'll talk about. If you need child subsidy for your youth, you have to apply at Urban League. The application is on our website, ulohc.org. But you have to apply and you have to turn in all of your paperwork. Because it's a state-funded program, we have to make sure all the paperwork is in order before the subsidies can be granted. But if you're having difficulties with any of your caseworkers or you're having difficulties with getting the subsidy, please call me and I will help you. I don't work in that department, but I can help push your stuff through, talk to the caseworkers and make sure everything is correct. I cannot falsify documentation. I cannot help you get through if you don't qualify. But if you legitimately qualify, I can help you get your paperwork done. It should not take more than 30 days from the time you turn everything in to the time the decision is made. The phone number at Urban League is 201-451-8888. My extension is 214. I'm not in the office a lot, but if you dial my extension, it comes right to my cell phone. So I will always help you out if you need the help. So if you have difficulties with your child subsidy, you can let me know. As far as what I do at Urban League, I am the director of all youth services on site, meaning after-school programs, summer programs that are run on site. I'm in charge of those, in charge of getting the staff of those, in charge of doing the paperwork for the youth that come. And all our services offered on site are free. You don't have to pay anything. We're funded through CDBG, through the city, and also through DCF, Department of Children and Families, through the state for our after-school program. So if you have youth anywhere between the ages of 7 to 18, we have programs that would help them out, tutoring programs, our teen life skill programs. We help them out. We help them also, some of the same things that other organizations do, help them with resumes, help them with colleges, help them get jobs, all those things. So again, if you need me, need my help, 201-451-8888, extension 214. Thank you for your time.
Lamont, can I ask you one question? Is the deadline for the application for Urban League is July 31st? For there's no more second applications after that day, July 31st?
No, we accept applications year round. I'm not sure specifically what they were talking about. Maybe they're talking about for a certain program that they do. But applications are accepted year round for all types of different programs.
Okay, all right, thank you.
People have questions.
Funding for subsidies. So in reference to funding for subsidies, the application cutoff is going to be the 31st. The Workforce program is still going to be accepting some applications, but we got notification that they were going to be
July 31st.
For what program?
for subsidies.
Yes. We got the paper too in the office. That's why I was asking. I work for the commissioner too, Jerry.
Right.
And we got it in the office last week about that.
I will double check that and get back to you because I didn't hear anything about that.
Yes, I've been telling people to make sure they do their application before July 31st because we got that email last week and I've been sharing that and letting people know. So please don't mind.
I'll double check that information and I'll get back to you, Tina.
Can you just clarify on the microphone because the questions weren't heard, so the Zoom knows what that conversation was just about?
They're saying that child subsidies, that there's a deadline for applications for July 31st and that there's a cutoff for, so when would the next open enrollment be?
They said
Okay, I don't know anything about that, but as I said, I will clarify the information. I'll get the information to Councilman Gilmore's office and they'll put it out through their means.
Thank you so much, Lamont.
No problem.
Thank you, Lamont. Next, we have Chanel Smith with Culture Creatives. I skipped over. Back to schools. Coach Corey, I'm so sorry.
Yes, thank you.
I was writing notes. I apologize. Come on down, Coach Corey, and give. Coach E. Use that microphone. Don't forget about the Zoom on.
And so everybody that's giving out flyers, please share them with our office digitally. Send the PNG or the JCAT. I'm not speaking of that particular one. I'm saying anybody that has anything that they want to promote, we promote it in our newsletter, on our social media platforms, and you send it through email. If you go to our website, it'll have my email on it.
And our business cards are all on the back. They're stacked. So just take a stack, and all of our business cards are in each stack. Tina Lanisha, Erica, Councilman Gilmore, and Gina. All right, Coach Corey.
All right, good evening. My name is Coach K. Well, my name is Corey Edwards. Everyone calls me Coach K. I don't technically have a program, but what I've been doing for the past 5 years is a back to school event for the community. Since COVID 2019, I've dedicated it to serving the community that shaped me, which started with a small gesture and has grown into something powerful. And I'm proud that this year will be my 5th year doing the back to school event, just giving back to the community. Let alone just back to school. This year, I'm making it a community day party for everyone. The event will include this year, I'll be giving out 500 book bags and school supplies. There'll be 3 sets of basketball games with the youth, high school, and then the adults as well. Live entertainment. I have 4 local Jersey City artists and poetry. Our world champion, Jump for Jerry's, will be there. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with my mom, who is a line dance instructor. She will be doing a trail ride throughout that day. So if y'all want to dance, you guys can do that. Also, there'll be some local vendors. And that's what I do. So I'm born and raised in Jersey City. I'm just giving back to my community. It's just a lot of families that aren't able to supply their kids with the necessary supplies for school. Somehow, some way, God blessed me to just keep coming out of my pocket. And I didn't even state that this is all coming out of my pocket. There may be a donation from a friend or two, but everything has literally came out of my pocket. I'm just here to give back to the guys on Zoom. Please show up. Don't just come and grab a book bag and leave. Enjoy the community. Enjoy your community. Connect with others, because I'm pretty sure there will be other small businesses.
Well, that's why we're here. We're here to get your help, your
And feel free to
partnership.
donate.
Yes,
That's
and
what it is.
if you guys would like to donate, the flyer is in the pamphlet. My number is at the bottom. That is my personal cell phone number. Everybody has it. Literally everybody. I've been a basketball coach in the community for 9 years. I probably trained some of your kids. I also do offer free basketball training as well, starting at the age of 4, because I'm a father of 3 myself, and also run a basketball league. It's called Locked In Basketball. Started that during COVID as well. That is just specifically, it's not specifically, but I did it for the community. I didn't handpick just high school or youth. I did it for the community to keep these guys off the streets. Unisex, yes, I do girls, I do men. Some of the girls like playing with the men. So whoever wants to come, this actually came about. Councilman Gilmore, the year before, he had his league down there and he was playing it. It's just something that I just engaged on, keep going to keep these kids off the street. And honestly speaking, since I've started that every summer, the streets has been fine. I won't say it's been perfect, but it's been fine. Also, I like to call up Celeste. So if you want to come up and say a few words, you can speak. So, yes.
Put me on the
I
spot.
never like talking.
She's straight up.
Yeah, you got a trash guy everywhere.
Good evening, everybody. So, my name is Celeste Williams. I am the founder and CEO of Caring in Capable Hands of Jersey City. We pretty much work wherever. So, how Caring Capable Hands became was I lost my son to gun violence. He was killed on Wilkerson Avenue. And so I can relate to Jerry's mom. My pain became purpose. And so a lot of what we do is we meet them where they at. We go on the corners where they at, and we provide services like that. And so my team, we have licensed social workers. We deal with the trauma. We don't like to talk about the trauma in our community, but it's a lot of trauma.
Yes, it is.
And we seeing that trauma play out in the wrong way. So we come to redirect that. And it's all the activities that every last one of us in this room provides. And that's why it's us, we, and ours. It don't work if we ain't together. It only works when we together. One program ain't better than the other because what you have may be providing something for that kid that I can't reach. And it's good to have information. We are each other's resource. And the more we bring our resources together, the greater we are, the better we're going to turn our community around. Just like Corey said, he's a part of Not Bodies Dropping. We all was a part of that last summer. We had 72 hours of peace in our community for 3 days. No fighting, no gun violence. And they were saying that our kids can't come together. That's a lie. We proved them wrong. They can come together. And they all can be together at one time in the same place and enjoying it. And guess what? We coming back a second year to do it again. And I didn't meet John personally, but on that Sunday, because we dedicate the Sunday, the championship game, to our kids. The gaming truck was out there, making our community greater. So this year, I hope to see Jump for Jerry out there with us. Like, this is what we're doing together, Anti-Violence Coalition. Like, they say we don't have programs, but clearly we have a lot of programs. And so, guess what? Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. And we got to stop worrying about the dollar. We let money stop us. No, we got to stop letting money stop us because somebody is going to be a resource and everything ain't a dollar. The dollar going to come. But you can't put a price on our kids. That's right. We cannot put a price on our kids. So that's why me and my team, we hitting them streets. I was walking these streets today. They was like, girl, I said, listen, you got to do what you got to do. 72 hours of peace is coming up, and I need to get these people involved. So I am on these streets. Listen, I was in McDonald's talking to this kid. I never seen this kid. I said, come here, let me talk to you. And I was trying to tell him because they think we don't see them. And so he didn't have a shirt on, and they was like, get out. We don't want to serve you. I said, that's not how you tell them. Right. So I brought him back. I said, come here, let me tell you something. I said, where you coming from? He said, the pool. I said, okay. I said, where's your shirt? He said, I don't have one on. I said, well, the next time you come in here, if you coming from the pool, put the shirt in your bag. Yeah. So when you come in here, you could put the shirt on. I said, because they making an excuse not to serve you. I said, so the next time you come in here, you have your shirt on, they not going to throw you out. But then you giving them a reason. But the fact that I saw him is what he's going to remember. Because he think ain't nobody seeing him. Because I watched him look around the room after the lady said, get out. I said, That's why I called him over to me. Not to embarrass him, but just to tell him something, to know that people see you. Wear a shirt. They won't have a reason. And then the woman that was telling him to leave, she was like, where you be at? Asking me where I'm at now. I'm like, well, I'll be out here in these streets. She was like, could you come back to these kids? I said, I heard about them being out here over at McDonald's. I said, I'm going to run up on them. I'm not afraid of them, but you just have to observe first before you enter. But I don't have everything. All of us don't have the one answer, but together we are the solution. We are the solution. So I'm glad that I'm in the room with you guys. Frank is right. I don't like to talk a lot, but when I do talk, I'm glad that I have something to say. You know, we always look at our boys, but our girls too. There's mothers who lost their daughters in this as well, you know, and we are a community, and it's really about taking our community back. It's really about taking our community back because our kids are feeling pushed out.
Yes.
But we got to remind them, no, we come to bring you in. But you got to take care of your community too. So it got to be some accountability, you know, on both sides. Like, you know, when we tell our kids, like, it's accountability. You know, and I was talking to that young man, your accountability part is that you have to wear a shirt when you come into these establishments. Because they don't want to serve you because of that. So I'm glad we working in the community.
Yeah.
Also, we do have a summer camp this year. This our first year doing a summer camp. It's the empowerment camp. We're doing it out of Curry Woods, 6567. Ruby Brown Terrace. And it's free. And we're doing ages from 7 to 18. And it's free to the community. You know, we there from 9 to 3, girls and boys. And let me tell you something, we address trauma too.
As we should.
We address trauma too. It's just not a one person thing. It's for everybody. And we got to just start opening our mouths. So
Yes. Thank you so much, Celeste and Corey. We have 2 more presenters. We have Chanel Smith of Culture Creatives. Chanel's right here. I don't know about y'all, but I feel a good energy. In this room. I'm telling you, I feel a good energy. So while she's loading that up, it's crazy, yo, the way God works. Today I was somebody put up a post about their kid starting a lemonade stand, and I was like, I want to come around there and support them. And then today I set my daughter up with her first of this year, her watermelon stand. That's a little thing she do to get whatever she wants for her school coming up. So I'm just sitting in the car, and I just had this vision, like I just want to do like a youth entrepreneur event where we have all of youth vendors and then all the people who provide services for the youth. So I'm speaking it into existence. We're going to have next summer, we're going to have like a youth day where we have all our youth who are embarking on an entrepreneurial journey, and then we're going to have all our providers is going to be there. I'm telling y'all, the way my mind is working, that vision is coming. And this is just good energy that reaffirms that vision that the Lord gave me earlier. And all of you are going to be invited.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Chanel Smith. I am the founder of Cultured Arts Education, or Culture Creatives. So I was born and raised here in Jersey City, went to 12 school, graduated from Lincoln High School, Lincoln Lions.
Lincoln.
One right there.
Don't forget about the Zoom audience.
I'm sorry, Zoom. Hi, Zoom. So I started Cultured Creatives, or Culture Arts, because when I went to school, I played the saxophone, I was in the choir, I played basketball, like whatever they were giving out for free, I was signing up for. And I became an educator. And I noticed that all of those things that children used to get to be able to express themselves artistically has been taken out. And I wanted to be able to help out to bring the things back to the community. So some programs that I offer, I'm currently partnered with Jersey City Library, particularly Miller Branch. And I did an Empower Her program with Miller Branch Library where we taught the young girls like just self-care. So we did yoga. We learned about body care, all things self-care. We also had a cohort where we did entrepreneurship. So we taught them how to do businesses. They made some bracelets. They learned how to make other things, just so they can learn, how to make money on their own if that's something that they wish to do. The last cohort I just did a poetry. So we did a Juneteenth poetry showcase and workshop. So we started off with a workshop where they learned about poets, they learned about Juneteenth, and they had to create their own poetry. And at the end, they got up on stage, they had to present their poetry. So it's really to give the youth a voice. So my focal point is to help the youth to find their passion or to find their purpose so that they can, no, find their passion so that they can reach their purpose. I'm sorry. So I'm a big advocate on wealth, health. So one thing I love to teach, I'm a yoga instructor as well. So I do teach them yoga. For me, it's about coming together, creating community, and teaching them how to navigate life every day. And to foster a love for learning, because I'm what I consider myself a student of life. And I feel like in order for children to really enjoy learning, they have to buy into it. So I'm the one that gets all, excited about reading books. I get them interested in reading books, which is why I'm up at Miller Branch Library. I grew up at that library, like downstairs in the basement, seeing different poetry, seeing different things. So my goal is to bring that back and to help the youth to find their passion and purpose. So you can reach me on Instagram at Culture Creatives or by email. The email's at the bottom, culturecreatives@gmail.com. I thank you so much and have a good evening.
Your question. Remember we did the summer program at Education at Gilmore for free.
For free, right? Because he still owe us dinner.
You also taught the kids how to swim. Remember, because I didn't know how to swim either.
Yes.
You taught the kids how to swim
Yes.
and me how to swim. And you also showed us how to skate inside of Education at Gilmore. And you showed us how to not eat meat that summer as we ate vegetables. So you do a lot. So I tell everybody, by me being the outreach, I know everybody do. So yes, you do actually interact with
Thank
the kids
you.
and stuff, so
Well,
thank you.
I like to explore life. So I like to learn. As I said, I'm a student of life. I like to learn and then give it back. So yes, I taught them how to swim. My mother passed that down and I continue to pass it. Hopefully we can do that again this summer.
Yes.
But I need to get paid.
Oh, we don't have no funding right now. All right, thank you now. Our last presenter is STEM Kids New Jersey, Ivana. Come on, young lady, don't be going. Okay. This is really great, y'all. I'm really feeling good today. I think we're headed in the right direction. We're gonna get our community spotlight page on our website updated, and we'll have all of these programs available for public consumption. Because I just believe that one, you have to effectively communicate and then just show people what's there. Like I said, it's a lot out there. We still need more, but let's take advantage of what's available.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I think I turned it off.
You might, yeah.
Sorry. Push it up. Yeah. And then speaking to the top. Testing. Good evening, everybody. My name is Yvonne Tevno, and I'm also from New Jersey as well. I'm sorry. Hello, Zoom. Hello. I'm the founder and executive director of the company called STEM Kids NYC that has an affiliate company called STEM Kids New Jersey. So we're both in Harlem, all over in different schools in NYC. We're also now in New Jersey City on Grand Street, and we are starting to develop some STEM programming in some of the organizations here. One of the first is a preschool program that has a summer camp that we're starting up. I started STEM Kids NYC in 2015, really to initially when I was in New York City to address the lack of STEM programming in the northernmost part of Harlem, where I started my STEM education program. It was at the Fred Samuel Center on Malcolm X, and within a 5-mile radius, there were shelters, as well as across the street at the park. It was a recruiting ground for gangs. So I pretty much addressed the issue. I took the programs to the streets, if you will, had STEM programming, building slime, developing robots. My company actually teaches students from age 2 years and 7 months all the way up to grade 12. We teach science, immersive science, science discovery, engineering, computer science, robotics, from programming robots to actually making the robots with circuitry to creative technologies, immersing our students also in the AI world. We utilize MIT's curriculum to introduce AI, artificial intelligence, to students as young as 8, all the way up. And this is what we do. The intention of that is to address the issue of the lack of resources in our community. I'm tired of seeing too many people being swept up through the carceral system. I started the company as a social justice issue to address those issues, that there are people that look like us that are immersed in STEM, they're successful in STEM. My father was a computer programmer, the onlyest one at IBM. I got my degree in computer science. I learned how to code when I was 11. So I have a 22-year-old son, and I'm thinking if when he was 9, he didn't have STEM programs, but I looked around him that people that look like him, boys that look like him, were getting cast aside, cast to the back of the room, because even though they were brilliant, they just didn't fit the mold. And so in my company, we bring in cultural icons, STEM icons, that there are people that look like all of us that are centered in STEM, they're living on Earth, and we bring it to our students each and every day, so that every single day they see someone that is successful in STEM. That actually helps them build a STEM identity. And then when they're in our program, that they are developing apps, hands-on, we use block coding in computer science, and we teach Python, JavaScript, etc. They continue to see, oh, someone that looks like me, I'm doing it, therefore I can be as well. I wanted to just show something with, we were featured in Good Morning America last year. We've been on the Give show that NBC had. We do have that recognition, but one thing that rings true to my heart is I wanted to come into Jersey City to be a part of the community, if you will, and to help to collaborate and coordinate with others, not to be a competitor, but also just to make sure that there is something for everybody. So I welcome, all of you to work with us as well as the partners that you have seen here. I'm an educator. I actually have, I go to Columbia, that basically just gave away $200 million to the government just recently, just now, but I go there, and there is where I study culturally responsive STEM education. That's part of my research, so that I can come back into schools and other parts of the community, in addition to STEM Kids New Jersey and STEM Kids NYC, to support teachers in developing STEM curriculum in a culturally responsive way. It's not one size fits all. It's really enabling all students with multi-modes of learning to be able to thrive. So students who started with us, just a success story, there's a couple students that have started with us that they started when they were 4. They started when we were in Harlem, because at the time their families lived in Harlem, or grandma lived in Harlem. Now they live in Jersey City. So they started with us at 4. One person, Y, I'll call him, started at 4 in 2017. He is now 13. He is now volunteering in our summer program that we have, helping the younger kids with what he started off with. Another one of our young brothers started when he was 4 in 2016 in our Harlem location, or Harlem camp. He is now 14, going to St. Peter's on a full scholarship. But while he was in middle school in New Jersey, he was a captain of his robotics team. They went to the state championship, and he is continuing on as that STEM identity. So in short, we start from the very beginning, pre-K, to ensure that, just like reading, writing, that basketball, at that young age, they assume that identity of being able to do science, be a scientist, do math, be a mathematician, do computer science, be a computer scientist, or I believe in the ampersand. You can be a ballerina or a football player, and you can also be a STEM champion. So that's what we do in our program. Dr. Crystal teaches code, teaches computer science in our programs to the youngest of the youngest. And we have many of others like us that are rocking it out in STEM. So we do have a summer camp too. We'll have after school as well. We have in festivals. We are all over now trying to do our best to contribute what we know to our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stuff Kids New Jersey.
Thank
And
you.
I tried to get your YouTube video up, but the
Oh, no.
city website won't let us access YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. But I do want to let everybody know that everyone who presented here today, your websites and links to your websites were hyperlinked in our latest newsletters. And continue to send us and Lanisha your digital PNG high resolution flyers so that we can continue to promote you on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Nextdoor.
They could probably send their logos, we can put it
Yes.
on the website.
And we are working, as Councilman Gilmore stated, we have a special page called Community Spotlight where we'll be highlighting all nonprofit organizations on our website. I do want to review our website real quick before you leave. Also, before you leave, I want you to get some Jersey City swag because give yourselves a round of a hand for coming out tonight. Where are all the parents? Hopefully they're online. We do have over a dozen people online on our Zoom. We will put this video on YouTube as well. Yes, and yes, network, share your resources. Like was said earlier today, you guys are not in competition. There are many, many youths to go around and grant dollars and all of that. So everythingwhatf.com, if you are looking at our screen, I'll share it. WordF.com, we have a community spotlight page. And if you can help me out, help me do this even faster, if you can nominate yourself to be featured on our page and tell me what you want to put on the website. So on the community spotlight page, we have a highlighting good neighbors to know form. And you'll see, you might see someone you know already on our website. But in 100 words or less, if you can fill out this form and put those 100 words in that message, what you would like us to say about you on the website, and we'll do just that. So help us help you highlight yourself and get the word out about your organization, and all of your flyers will be also on our website as well. We are over time, but I do want to say if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you have our information. Our cards are at the back, and please network. Use the next 5 minutes or so that we have and get some Jersey City swag and t-shirts as well. Councilman Gilmore?
Okay, well, I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Like I said, we're gonna make sure we update the community spotlight page. Also, we want to give a shout out to Cuts for Kids. Ms. Brown couldn't join us today, but she is doing some amazing work with Cuts for Kids. And we thank her for her community service and dedication. And as always, please subscribe to our website, everythingwardf.com. And let's stay connected and stay together. On that note, be great on purpose, and everyone have a good night. Hold on. Is there anyone on Zoom that have any further questions, comments, and/or concerns?
They said thank you so much for everything you do.
Okay. With that being said, that concludes our meeting for this evening. What we do have.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. We have one more guest. Somebody.
Flag.
Oh.
I am Crystal Jones. We have a program as part of North Jersey Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. We have a program called Delta Gyms and Delta Academy. We service young ladies from the ages of 11 to 18 between the two programs. One program is STEM and one program is mentoring and development for your programs or the what you want to do. And we have a website. You can go to northjerseydeltas.org and then click on our programs. You're all there. And I will also fill out the form and send you the information. Yes. And our programs are all free. We run every third Saturday at the Bethune Center.
Beautiful.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Okay. We have some tumblers, we have black top covers, some crossbody bags.
Peace and power.